Rumor had it that Vinicius was all set to win his first Ballon d'Or, so when Rodri's name was announced, it was a shock for many. But hey, that's the beauty of the Ballon d'Or. No year goes by without some serious controversy. As hard as it was to understand why Vinny lost, here are a few reasons that we believe may have contributed to his collapse. Reason number 1: prioritizing international football. We all remember last year's drama. Lionel Messi snagged his record-breaking 8th Ballon d'Or, mainly for leading Argentina Medina to World Cup glory and winning Liga with PSG. Meanwhile, Erling Haaland, fresh off a record-smashing season at Manchester City with a treble under his belt, finished second. After the award ceremony, plenty of people were talking about how the awards criteria seemed to keep shifting, making it feel less credible. France football probably felt the heat from that criticism and wanted to prove that it was just because of Messi. So this year they've stuck to last year's reasoning, putting international achievements above club success. Maybe that's why we saw Vinicius Junior missing out. Rodri had a decent season with City, winning the Premier League, but clearly Vinicius beat him on the club-level football comparison, as the Brazilian was instrumental in securing a La Liga and Champions League double with Los Blancos. But Vini fell short with Brazil, getting knocked out by Uruguay in the Copa America quarters. And this is where Rodri takes the win, as he played a key role when Spain won the Euros. Reason number 2: sharing the votes with Bellingham and Carvajal. For a while, Bellingham was the front-runner for the Ballon d'Or. His first season at Madrid was nothing short of insane. He scored 16 goals and 5 assists in the first half of the season and outshone every other attacker at Real Madrid in that period, Vinicius Junior included. Vinny's success in the second half of the season came from what Bellingham did in the beginning, and it's likely the voters saw that too. So maybe, just maybe, the votes got split between them, which cost them both their shot at the trophy. Reason number 3: the third rule of Ballon d'Or voting. To explain this reason, let us tell you 3 main rules the jurors judge all players on. First rule: individual performance in the previous season. Second rule: team success during the previous season. Third rule: player behavior and fair play during the season are in consideration. Most players win on the basis of the first 2 rules, but this time this rule might have been the deciding factor. It's a very tight race if we stick to the first 2 rules. But on the third rule, you might agree that Vinny is not as liked as Rodri or even Jude. In Spain, rival fans label Vinny as cocky and disrespectful. Sometimes it's because his dancing celebrations come off as taunts. Other times he takes the mick out of opponents. Just ask Kimmich when he tried to hand the ball to Vinicius for a throw-in. While entertaining for Madridistas, that behavior is not considered nice in general. Now here's Rodri, a guy who still tucks his jersey in his shorts. He doesn't get involved in social media. He just wants to play the game and go home. If he'd lost the Ballon d'Or, we aren't even sure that he would have been trolled. Reason number 4: Real Madrid's beef with UEFA. We all know UEFA is heavily involved in the Ballon d'Or, from selecting the top 30 nominees to picking the jurors who vote for the award. And let's just say that things aren't pretty between Real Madrid and UEFA because of the Super League incident. Apparently, UEFA didn't inform Real Madrid that Vinicius Junior would be lifting the trophy. It was Manchester City who broke the news to them. Vinicius was supposed to attend the ceremony with his family and other Madrid players, but after finding out he wasn't winning, Florentino Perez decided to boycott the event entirely. No one from Real Madrid's side showed up, and even Kylian Mbappe, who was set to get the Gerd Müller trophy, was a no-show. Reason number 5: jurors making up for year's award and Rodri's age and position factor. Let's not forget the Ballon d'Or is decided by human voters, and with people, emotions always play a part. Despite City's amazing achievements, Haaland didn't win last year, which might stick in some voters' minds. With things this tight between Vinny and Rodri, that memory of City's recent dominance could be the tipping point that pushed Rodri to the top. It's how sentiment can sway things. Plus, Vinicius is only 24 and an attacker, while Rodri say, 28-year-old CDM. It's pretty clear attackers, especially young ones, have better chances at future awards. And Modric's win in 2018 showed that when a midfielder's in a close race, they might scoop up extra votes, since it's so rare. Anyway, these are the reasons that we think might have been the deciding factors. Do you still think Vinicius was robbed? Go ahead and tell us in the comments, and feel free to be as bold as possible. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And also turn on the bell notification so that you never miss out on new content. We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.